Hey everyone, this lesson is on conjunctions. And again, it's a little bit shorter, but I know this is good as we're getting closer to the end of the class. They're simplifying just a little bit, but that is intentional because you need to know all the other parts of speech before you can really get into understanding these more basic ones. And also, I know you really need to be working on your essay. And so this is to just give you a little bit of an easier time here. Conjunctions are very important. A conjunction is a connecting word that joins words, phrases, or full clauses to other related elements within a sentence. And again, I know I mentioned it in our parts of speech video, but as a child, we had Schoolhouse Rock and conjunction, junction, what's your function? I remember it still. Okay. So that might be a good thing to go watch if you're confused about conjunctions. You can always think of them as sort of the glue of your writing. They let your simple ideas come together into more complex, sophisticated communications for business because they allow you to put longer thoughts together. Okay. Conjunctions can connect many different structural components. They can connect nouns like Tom and Sally, our friends, two different nouns. They can connect adjectives. Sally is tired and hungry. Poor Sally, she's both, or she's hungry, right? They can connect verbs like Tom mowed and raked the lawn. Okay, two different verbs. They can even link full phrases like the pizza is in the refrigerator or on the stove. Okay, where or links to prepositional phrases. That's the kind of thing when someone texts you from home, your kid, while you're at work, hey, where's the pizza? The pizza is in the refrigerator or on the stove. You are using a conjunction to link to prepositional phrases. Now, to master conjunctions, we have to understand how they establish relationships between either equal grammatical parts or unequal grammatical parts. When you are connecting elements that are grammatically equal, such as two nouns, two adjectives, or two independent clauses, you will rely on a few specific tools. You will use coordinating conjunctions. You see a list here. I put this up so you can see the list. These are your classic connectors: and, but, or, nor, for, so, and yet. A major guardrail here is that coordinating conjunctions must never be used to connect unequal parts, such as trying to join a lone verb directly to a full clause. Okay, don't use it for that. Okay, correlative conjunctions are always matched up in pairs like this: either or, neither nor, not only but also, or both and. When using these, you must make absolutely sure that the items being joined are the exact same part of speech. Okay, this is called parallel structure. For example, I will either need, let me type it out for you. I will need either Sally or Tom to attend is correct because you are joining two proper nouns. But writing I either will need Sally or Tom is incorrect because you are improperly trying to pair a verb, will need, with a proper noun, Tom. Okay, you have to be careful how you structure your sentences. It needs to be written this way: I will need either Sally or Tom to attend, because here I either will need Sally, and now you've got or Tom sort of hanging out here. Okay, so just be careful with your correlative conjunctions. Now we can also use conjunctive adverbs to connect equal elements. Conjunctive adverbs, especially when you want to make them a smooth transition, when you want to make a smooth transition from one complete thought to another. These are words like however, therefore, moreover, furthermore, consequently, nevertheless, in fact, and for instance. Okay. And remember, with these conjunctive adverbs, you almost always or possibly always need a comma. Okay, when you use them in a sentence. Now, what happens when we want to join unequal sentence elements? We use subordinating conjunctions. And these are the words that you see listed here, these types of words. after, although, because, before, if, since, unless, until, when, and while. They join a dependent clause to an independent clause. Remember when we talked about that in sentence structure? Although Tom did all the work, comma, he assigned the benefit to the team. That type of thing. Let me type something else. I'm not stammering through it. I'm so sorry. Trying to make up things on the fly is never good. Although Tom did all the work, that is your subordinating conjunction right there, because these are unequal grammatical parts. This is a dependent clause, and we're going to tie it to a dependent clause. He gave full credit to the team. There we go. Okay, that is how you use a subordinating conjunction. It is used to connect unequal parts. Okay, there's a refresher on this in the types of sentences in your module information, because that's the way this all works together. Now, to figure this out, you're having to go back to remember what we learned about dependent clause and independent clause. There's more information, again, in this module, so you don't have to go all the way back to the beginning unless you're just really confused. That's absolutely great. If you need to start all over, that's why I open everything at once and leave it all open the whole time so that you can refer to anything you need to. If you need more explanation from me, please do not ever hesitate to reach out. I will see you in the next video.